show you a long overdue back half tour of our Champion Diamond Series Cottage, and it's been a couple of months since I posted the front half of the house, and I'll tell you what, I actually filmed the second half and I must have deleted the videos because I can't find them. I've tried to find them a couple of times. Of course, you don't know all this, but if you've been anxiously awaiting the bedroom tours and the back bathroom and everything else that goes along with our 880 square foot home, you might have been like, Christy, I've been waiting. So here you are. And if you haven't watched the front half tour, then there is a link to that video here, and you can go and watch what the front half of the way we furnished it and what it looks like. There's also the original, the one that started it all, that has over 20,000 views, that is the empty shell the day it was delivered. So I gave a tour of the entire house empty, a little information about why we chose this floor plan and the design that we went with, and then I did a follow-up to show it furnished, and now here we are to show you the back half. We covered the living room and the kitchen and the front bathroom last time. I'm actually standing in the little alcove that I joked was our dirty little secret because it had all kinds of stuff stored in it. It is empty now, so I am standing here just ready to take you down the hallway and show you what's in store for you if you decide to choose one of these homes. Now, I will share, we are not a dealer, so we got a lot of questions about pricing and different things on our last video. We're just a customer, but we're sharing this with you because I know when we made the decision, we did a ton of research. We wanted to see what it was really like inside these homes. We loved Mr. Tiny's tours, and so he's a great channel to watch if you want to get all of the different floor plans. We made our purchase through Ranch and Lake's Tiny Homes on the west side of Fort Worth out in Millsap, Texas. But there's a lot of places that carry Champions, so you can find these designs at your local dealer, and yeah, we'll go from here. Okay, so I last left off with the bathroom, which right now is a total wreck, and I shared last time, I think the washer and dryer was going. I mean, sure, I could wait until the perfect conditions to give you a tour, but this is real life, right? So I'm going to show you. I did clean up a little bit, but you want to see what the space looks like when it's lived in, right? So here we go. This is the main hallway, and it's coming off of the living room and the kitchen, and it's a shotgun style. So everything is just front to back. It's like 15 feet wide and 66 feet long, including the 8-foot porch on the front. So it is long and skinny, much like a traditional manufactured home would be. You think about what used to be called mobile homes that are now called manufactured homes. Only this one, our porch is on the front. So when you pull up to the front of the house, you're looking at just a long, skinny house, and it looks from the front like it's about 200 square feet, but it's actually 880. So it's a nice size. You can see here is the hallway leading back to the back. So as I pointed out last time, I think this was where I left off. This is a door that we hope eventually to build a mudroom on. I mean, I kind of lied when I said there was no storage. I just got back from a trip, so my suitcase is empty. Been doing laundry, and then we've got peanut oil because Thanksgiving is coming up and we will be frying a turkey. But this door, I can certainly open it. We moved the stairs that came with the home out here, so this just exits to have a little garden that's kind of covered up right now. This rack we found at the junk shop in Adamsville, which is an amazing place to stop if you're into antiquing, but also just kind of that treasure hunt for something, because there is, as the name implies, a lot of junk, but there's also some cool stuff to be found. And what is it they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So you never know. Found this cool rack there for 30 bucks or something. And so we use it for storage. That is one thing that I'm sure everybody asks, or is the burning question around, well, how do you store things? First of all, when you downsize, you purge. So that is my first tip for downsizing, is get rid of what you don't need. All those kitchen gadgets that have been up in the top cabinet that you pull down like once or twice a year to make for some certain recipe, sell them, donate them, whatever you can do. Only take what you need. So that said, we do have several storage closets in the house, and one of them is right here behind me. They are all insanely full. So that is, this is kind of the random storage. The pet food and some other things take up a lot of space. I definitely could stand to get more organized with those shelves. I do that every couple months. I go through and I make sure everything's clean and I know where it all is. And then we start putting stuff in here as kind of the catch-all closet. And then it's not as organized. So right now it is in catch-all phase. And I'll be going through and reorganizing it very soon. One thing I did kind of like, I found these on Amazon. And they're little hangers that you can use. Woo! And they have a grip, like grippy stuff on the inside. So you just hang the handle. That's a great way to store brooms, Swiffer, everything else without having to take up a lot of space. Directly across from that storage closet is my office, which is actually the second bedroom. This is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath floor plan. To our knowledge, they do not make this floor plan anymore. They only make the Diamond 2-1, and I can't remember the model number, but this is a second, it's about 8 by 8, so it is a very small room. It is best suited for twin bed, bunk bed, whatever small you need, or if you're like me and work from home and you need an office space, it actually works out pretty well. I still have room for a bookshelf, which is a vintage ladder. I've got kind of I have a side business, the Brave Kind Healing Arts, where I run retreats and other things. I'm also getting ready for a holiday market, so things are a little cluttered right now. Beautiful view out the window of the neighboring property, and it's like a couple of 1,000-acre cattle ranch, so we don't have any neighbors out that way. And then I have a fireplace from Wayfair that's one of those vent-free, just electric fireplaces, but it lights up. It's kind of cool. So this has been a huge help as the temperatures have dropped. I can keep this room really warm where I'm at all day and not have to worry about keeping the heat blazing in the rest of the house. It has a closet. Fair warning. It is full. So this is some stuff that we still haven't minimized or downsized yet. It was one of those like, oh, are we ever going to do anything with this? Maybe not. Jackets, coats, some of my farm stuff that I wear, just like dirty clothes, not dirty clothes, you know what I mean. Stuff that you work that you don't mind getting messed up. And then my yoga gear and my sound bowls, which is a total juxtaposition to my farm life. I think I've shared before that we are very much the hippie and the cowboy. So you can see I've got pink hair right now. It's actually called Desert Sky. And I've got sound bowls because I'm a sound therapist and I'm a farmer. It's all good. You can be anything you want to be. And my husband is the cattle rancher slash cowboy slash health informatics analyst or something. I can't remember what his day job title is, but he has a desk job too. So we both sit at a desk all day, farm mornings, evenings, weekends, and then I throw a little bit of yoga and sound therapy in there, and we really love our nice full life that supports all of our hobbies and interests. When you exit out of my office or the second bedroom, however you want to think about it, there is a really cool built-in desk. And you might be wondering why I am not using this desk, but Ryan works here remotely a couple of days a week, and so he uses this area, and he was really excited to use this. I think Mr. Tiny sold him on the idea that he could look out the window and daydream whenever he was kind of bored with work. So he could look out the window, see the trees, see the blue sky, Mr. Tiny did a great job of selling that feature on his video of this floor plan. So this is the built-in desk. I also wanted a little more space, and so because I'm here working full-time, this is what I wanted to have to be able to spread out a little bit. But he doesn't mind a couple of days a week being tucked away. At the very end of the hallway is our main bedroom. So again, this is a 2-2. This is the larger of the 2 bedrooms, and it's pretty good size. There is actually a little nook that would fit a king size bed. So this is a queen size bed in this bump out, but it would be perfectly designed for a king, and you would still have plenty of room. We kept going back and forth over whether or not we wanted to do a king size bed, but we already had this mattress, so we figured we'd save the money. Once again, every spare inch of a closet is going to be used in a tiny home. So that bag there actually is waiting to go to Goodwill because I did change up my fall wardrobe from last year. Every time you buy something new, you pretty much have to get rid of something. So it's still full, but my fall stuff is a little bulkier. We'll just say that's the reason. I've got stuff sitting everywhere. So here you go. If I take a step back, you can see that there's 2 different sliding doors. So it's got the barn door style closet and kind of a his and hers side, but it's actually open in between. So you could walk all the way through. It's not 2 separate closets. It's got the light here. So I'm assuming that because of the electric, that's why they just didn't make this one big opening. I have no idea. But we use every little bit of space all behind here too. Let's see, can I step in the closet and show you? There's shoes there. So there's a shoe rack in the middle because the top does not support either of our boot collections, or as the case may be, Ryan's work pants. But these close, and then you can hide away all of that chaos. Actually, it's not too bad, and I probably could have less clothing than I do, but I am starting to travel for work more, and so I do need to have some nice stuff to wear. It's a little bit of a color explosion in here, but I think that any good farmhouse needs a farmhouse style quilt, and this is a quilt that my grandmother made. And I've just always loved all of the different patterns in here, all the different little scraps of fabric that she used to make up this quilt. There's some funny stuff in there. There's, I think, some golf fabric, and I don't know, I have to think that she probably just bought some remnants at the fabric store and decided to make this quilt. Our art is from Dolan Guyman, an artist out of Colorado who we absolutely love. So Ryan and I each chose the print that we thought that resonated the most with us, or we liked the best. And so I chose this one. She's got the Sphinx moth on her shoulders and looks pretty fierce. And then Ryan chose this guy. He liked the colors, and he's got his ammo belt, so he's pretty tough too. This might look a little strange in the windows. First of all, we just have those temporary paper shades up because these are some odd size windows. I think they're 29.5, and I don't know how high they are, but I would have to order custom blinds. And we put a TV across from it, and as you can see, the glare on the TV makes it almost impossible to watch during the day. So I have this weird, oh, there I am. I have this little piece of cardboard or something stuck up in there now to kind of create a shade, but it's definitely a little challenging. I suppose you could relocate the TV, but this was the wall that worked out best for us. Once again, the beautiful view out the windows. So we definitely wanted the house, most of the windows to face this view. And you might notice that too. This is the only big window in this bedroom. The other wall has nothing but the closets and then the back wall just has the little transom windows. So something to think about. Most of the windows, so the large living room windows, the large bedroom windows are all facing the same direction. So just be sure that you orient your house where you have the best view out those windows. God bless Johnny Cash. As you come into the main bathroom, this is the larger bathroom of the two, and it's got the full stand-up shower, which we love because we've been, in case you didn't know, we lived in a camper for 9 months. Ryan still stays there some when he has to go into the office, but we had a tiny little camper shower for the better part of a year. So to be able to have a stand-up shower with this much space, it's incredible. I sometimes use the front one, but we both use this one because it's got so much space. And the good thing about that could be you could certainly use these storage cabinets for a linen closet, for anything, blankets, anything that you might normally store in a linen closet. You could keep in here. Maybe things that you don't need to access quite as often can go up in that top cabinet. Lots and lots of storage space. The one downside, I guess, too, and I'll do an entire video over the pros and cons soon, I promise, sooner than this second half tour happened. But I've had to put a lot of these little half shelves in here because it's just really open, and there's a little half shelf built in, but in terms of being able to create some space to add shelving and stuff, you might have to go to, I think I got these at Marshall Home Goods or something. But yeah, easy storage solutions. And now we're back into the bedroom. So this is the main bedroom, goes into the hallway, and I'll give a quick little rundown of the whole entire floor plan so that you can see what the entire house looks like together. But I hope you enjoyed watching this second half tour of how we furnished our 880 square foot Champion Diamond Series home. And if you have any questions, any comments, please keep them friendly. And we look forward to showing you more of the property. Subscribe to Part-Time Pastures so that you don't miss a thing. Thank you for watching. Square feet